I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. It looks like we're working on our internet up the street, so it's screwed with our internet. Anyways, I'm working on my Hermione sweater to get to 50%, which I'm not finishing my owl because it is now in timeout. So I was doing the sweater and I picked up stitches, and you can see I've been decreasing like every 3 rows. 2 stitches every 3 rows. Just so it would be a gradual sweater arm.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this.
That's huge.
This is my arm.
No.
Like, and I'm not as skinny mini either, so
yeah,
it's like incredibly huge. And I was trying to figure out how to fix that. Because I am gonna have to rip it. I seriously pondered for like 10 minutes if I was gonna rip the whole thing. And then I said no, because I have the whole sweater done.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
But I was that.
Could you pick up less stitches underneath, like in your armpit?
I think the pattern called for like 7 or 8. I only did 4.
I wonder if you could just fast decrease, like every other row, to get down to like whatever, like measure your arm and see how many stitches per inch you have.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I don't know if you saw when I had that on. It was here.
Yeah, and it was
and I still had like 30 stitches to decrease to get to the recommended size. I was actually thinking of ripping and decreasing like 4 every couple of rows. Because, I mean, I don't want it to be like super decreased so it looks like a puff sleeve. You know what I mean? So I still want to do it gradual. But, I mean, this is really a lot. I think it's just with the way the pattern went.
Could you go down a needle size, too? Because you might have been a tighter knitter for the Fair Isles, so then your gauge might be looser.
No, it's looking like the same gauge.
Okay.
No, it's just, there was a ton, this is why. Because for the increase for this,
yeah,
there were so many stitches picking up, I probably didn't need to increase that many stitches, at least for the sleeve, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that was like how many months / years ago that I did this?
Years.
Yeah. So I think it was just to get the pattern design and the numbers to work. The pattern calls for you to increase so much per increase, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I probably could have skipped that last increase completely and it still would have fit me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I still have to redo the sleeves on my sweater like that. Mine are too tight.
Well, I'm annoyed because I really wanted to finish this and wear it. That's not going to happen at least this year. Because it's now in timeout, and I hate it. I hate its guts. Big time. I'm so pissed at it. So I was knitting this at the show this last weekend, and I stopped. Because I was like, screw this crap. And I shoved it in here, which is one, like, good thing about these extra large pockets. They fit a sweater that fits me in there. So I shoved it in there and shoved it under the table, and I didn't, like, think about it until right now, and I'm still mad. But anyway, so my owl is not going to be finished. I'm annoyed.
I'm sorry. But
it's not
on
your fault.
A happy note, you finished that shawl.
Yeah, I guess I could pull out the brown sweater and work on that.
Like,
I don't know.
And you finished some stuff. Like, that's good.
So, also, I have Reducio things to make. I had made them. I can't find them. I have no idea where they are. So, I'm remaking socks.
Aww.
And you can't just knit one pair of socks. You can't just knit one sock and turn it in for points.
Right.
You have to knit 2. So, I'm just making 2. And, there you go. So, I'm almost, I'm doing the top part now. So yeah, this and Reducia was supposed to be sent today. So I asked for an extension because I can't find them, and I can't send it without, the socks or the other knitted thing.
Right, main parts of it.
Yeah, and they said that's fine. And I never updated it on anywhere because it's a surprise. You're not supposed to talk about it. Plus, we never podcasted because we've just been so busy. So after the Hermione sweater debacle, I put it away and started spinning on my drop spindle, which I didn't bring it in. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. So I'm spinning the Sunny Day Rolex of yours, which is a teal and a yellow.
Chloe designed that.
On my mini spindle, which is like this big. And I'm spinning and everyone's like, oh, what are you making? Because I guess it looks like
a craft
or something. And so I'm like, oh, I'm spinning. Oh. So, and then a lot of people were like, oh, you should be knitting. I'm like, oh, I was. It's in timeout. And then they would laugh. So I was spinning on that, but I'm still spinning on that because I'm spinning it pretty fine. So yeah, that's what I'm spinning. Are you spinning anything?
I have my mini spindle going, but I haven't touched it since a little after our vacation to Colorado. So no. I also started spinning some yarn for Truby, but that's also I have not been spinning. So I have stuff like on the bobbin or on the spindle, but I have not been spinning.
Yeah, I have stuff on my one of my wheels too, and I haven't done it yet.
But that's okay, right?
I just have not had time because our next thing is sewing. That's what I've been doing, sewing. I turned in 31 bags last month for Muggle Studies.
That's awesome.
And now I'm spinning, yesterday and a little bit of today, I've been cutting all the fabric for different bags. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now because I have 2 weeks until Homespun Yarn Party, and Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet pretty much cleared me out, if that makes sense. So,
yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I also sewed some things for fat fiber. So I got a fat fiber box, which I'll talk about in Random Randomness.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Have you been sewing anything?
Nope.
Okay, Jim. We made a commitment to at least work out once. Did you work out at all? Because I tagged you. No. I worked out twice.
You did, and you even texted me, and I was like, that's awesome, go you. Okay, so I didn't work out, but I started doing squats.
That's working out.
But not a full workout or anything, but like before I shower. So like I make myself do some, and like my legs have been a little sore. So like
that counts. I'm sorry, but any little bit that you do counts. It doesn't have to be hardcore working out. Okay. Just something.
Well then that's good. But I figure I should add in something else and like little by little work its way up to like being a real workout.
Yeah. I did squats too, but that was because I was building things in my booth. And yeah. Oh, I also sewed, so for Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, they didn't have any like dividers for the booth. Some that you go to will have like curtains and stuff. They did not. So I went on Pinterest and I found this like make your own backdrop thing with PVC pipe and fabric. So I went and bought PVC pipe and cut it and made this backdrop. And then I got some muslin and white bleached muslin. And then just basically made like a curtain backdrop for my booth because the Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet ballroom was very dark. And by dark, I mean the walls were black. And the lights were like really high up. And so it looked like stars, but it was really dark. in there. So I wanted to catch all the light I could. So I used white.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really nice. So I sewed that too, all before I left last week.
Sweet.
On Thursday. So yeah. So binging is next. Are you binging on anything?
I a little bit. I caught up on Rain and shoot, I gotta pull up my things. Sorry, I'm totally blanking. I haven't binge, but The Walking Dead's back, so we've been watching that. Just one episode at a time. We've also been watching. Vikings came back. It's been off like a year, I swear.
Oh wow!
So that's
what channel is that on? Is that on
Vikings?
A&E?
AMC, I think. Same as The Walking Dead.
I wish that they would get that on Netflix so I could catch up and then watch it.
It's good. And I kept up with Shadowhunters.
I seriously keep forgetting. I'm not even caught up.
The last episode, they like added in a character.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, it's like not from the books, but like kinda like it has one of the last names. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I have to keep telling myself it's not the books, it's a show, and it's not going to be the same.
Well, now you know why it took me so long to start watching The Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. Because
I had read those books, and I loved them, and then started watching the show, and I couldn't get over it. They added in people, and it really pissed me off. And then she, like, wrote books again for, like, after the original ones that she wrote back in the 80s or so. Okay. And they were so bad that I was like, fine, if you don't care about your story, then I will just watch the show and not care. So then I started watching it, and I really liked them. I didn't finish those books, though. Like, they were just that bad. But yeah.
I have to watch. I still have a few, I think, not a whole season, but at least like 5 or 7 episodes of that to watch.
Vampire Diaries. I keep forgetting all of them. All the shows that you're supposed to watch current. I think after our contract with DirecTV is up, I might think about dropping it because we don't even really watch it all that much.
Yeah.
And what's the point of paying that much money for something you don't really watch?
Yeah.
I know Andy really likes to watch sport, like football and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
So yeah, we've been just keeping up with that. And then I have been watching a little bit of Z Nation. I watched that with Fauna though, so I haven't watched through it. We only watch maybe like 3 or 4 episodes a week. But we're just on to the 2nd season now.
Okay.
And it's starting to get crazy.
It is crazy. It gets even weirder. And you're like, wait, what? It's so weird.
Where Murphy's like a pimp and going through that store with the zombies. It's hilarious. It cracked up. And what's her name? I can't even think of her name. The one that he bit.
Yeah.
And saved, sort of.
Kind of. She gets crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, what's up with her? She's like a zombie pit bull, but not a zombie.
She's like controlled by him.
I know. She's like a little attack dog.
So yeah, that series is fun.
Crazy. It is funny, though. I laugh.
Have you been reading anything?
Just stuff, random stuff on Wattpad. Nothing worth really mentioning.
Okay. I have been watching a little bit, like The Walking Dead, like you said, and then of course The Talking Dead, which is hilarious.
I love The Walking Dead almost as much as the show.
I love what's his name?
Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, his Rick voice. Every time he talks in it, it cracks me up. Like I laugh so hard. But anyways, yeah. So I started watching, because I finished Jessica Jones. Did I tell you this? Okay.
I know you were watching it. I don't know if...
I finished it. It's really good. It's dark, though, so you can't, like, really binge watch that, because after, like, one episode, or after two, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I need to process this a little bit, because it is a very dark show, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, real, as in dark. Like, it's not like you're, you know, like the Avengers is kind of like happy-go-lucky, but this is like real-world stuff, if that makes sense. Not that the Avengers is happy-go-lucky with, like, aliens attacking, but you know what I mean, like...
Yeah.
It's a little different. But super good acting and all of that. So then I started watching Daredevil. I think I'm on, like, episode 3 or 4. And same darkness. I think it might be a little more dark than Jessica Jones. But, like, it's good. Like, you've got the backstory of how he became blind and what he's doing type of thing. So that's good. And then I started watching, because I needed something lighter, and they got Mysteries of Laura on Netflix. So I started watching that when I was, like... Laura. Okay. When I was labeling all the bags for Pittsburgh Knit Crochet, so, like, last Wednesday, I started watching it. Like, I installed Netflix on Bella's Kindle and just put her Kindle there while I was typing onto the computer, because I labeled the stuff and then I put it in an inventory. So while I was doing that, which took hours, I watched, like, 6 episodes. So it took 6 hours. I watched 6 episodes of the Mysteries of Laura. She's like a detective, but it's Deborah Messing, that redhead. She's hilarious, and it's just really funny. And she's like a single, like, she's a recently divorced detective, and it's really great. I really enjoy it. So that's what I've been watching. Like I said, I keep forgetting to go and watch, like, all the shows that I want to watch, so obviously they're not that important. Like, I don't live my life around TV shows. You know. So, we did start watching The Fuller House, you know, because we're like, oh, it's PVG, and it should be good for kids, and we were watching it, and Andy was like, I am not sure that is really good for the girls to be watching, because they're like, there's, like, a lot of sexual innuendo in there, and they drink a lot, which, you know, is not too much of a problem, but
right.
They go out to clubs, and it, you know, like, part of it's funny, like, it's funny to me, but it's not really kid-oriented anymore.
Well, if it's about the adults in there, more so.
Yeah. So, you know, like, Bella liked it because it was funny with the kids when they were there, but a lot of it's mainly around DJ and Kimmy and Stephanie. Which isn't a problem, I mean, because that's, like, who the show was about before, but it's just kind of like, I guess I didn't expect it to be about the adults. I thought it was going to be, like, you know.
Right.
So, we kind of, like, stopped watching it with the girls. And, also, I remember why I didn't watch it all that much before, because it was kind of annoying. So I've kind of stopped watching it, basically. Because other than that, yeah, it was okay, but I can do without. I'd rather watch something else. So, that's, like, my little mini review on Fuller House. Like, it was good, but at the same time,
not worth it.
It's not it's not really worth it, and it's not really a kids show. So, yeah, but I've been reading a lot. I read Veronica Mars 1 and 2. The first one is the $1,000 Tan Line, and the second one was Mr. Kiss and Tell. And then I read... I
guess I didn't realize those were books. I thought it was a TV show.
Well, it's like, it was a TV show, and then they brought it back and made a movie, and then these books are, like, after the movie.
Oh, okay.
So they were really good, because I really liked that, I liked that series, and I liked the movie. So it was really,
I've never watched any of it.
She's like a detective. It's good.
I've heard
she's
about
like-
it. I don't know how it passed me by. There seems to be like a big fan base.
Well, when Netflix came out at first, it was on Netflix. That's when I first watched it.
Oh, okay.
But now it's
I
not.
wish they would get some of the series back that they had.
Yeah, like Doctor Who.
Or they don't have Doctor Who on there anymore?
No. They didn't renew their contract with them. And it's on Amazon Prime now. But just the first 5 seasons.
That is so sad. What if I wanted to rewatch it?
I'm going to have to buy the season. That's what I decided.
That makes me so sad. I did not know that.
Yeah, it was just recently. I think they're working on getting it, or I don't know why they would not do it. So it makes me, like, Andy and I have been talking about doing Amazon Prime, but right now with us having cable,
yeah,
I would rather, if I could cancel cable, I would, and then just get Amazon Prime. Because, I mean, that's the same, it's less than what I'm paying for cable.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cable, it's DirecTV. But anyways, okay. So then I read book 5 of the Temperance Brennan series, which is called Great Secret. And then I just finished yesterday, actually. I started reading The Strain. It's a trilogy by Guillermo del Toro about vampires, but it's like they're vampires / zombies / a virus all mixed together in one. And it's like creepy, gross, and like just all around crazy. So the first one was called The Strain, and the second one's called The Fall. I still have to read the third one, but I just kind of, like some books that are like gross, you gotta take a break. Yeah. So then after I read The Strain, I read How to Train Your Dragon.
Fun.
Which is so good. David Tennant reads it to you. It's really good. And I downloaded a bunch of the other ones because I know Bella would like those. But the book is completely different than the movie. Completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the dragons aren't cute or anything. There's like different, it's like a totally different story. It's completely different. So, wow. But it's good. I like them both separately. So, then I read a short story by Neil Gaiman called The Sleeper and the Spindle, and that was really good. It was kind of like a Snow White meet Sleeping Beauty almost, but there's like a huge twist in there. It was a really short story, so it was like really quick to read. And then I read, I've been reading a lot. And then I read Sturkey Creek, the first book. Now, that one I thought it was, the movie was okay. I guess it was bad, according to people who liked the book, but I didn't know that. I liked the movie, it was weird. The movie had a teenager in it, so I thought the book would be the same, but the book, the boy's like 12 or 13. So it's totally different that in that respect. But it was actually a really good story, I thought. And then currently I'm reading Life and Death, which is the retelling of Twilight, but with the gender roles split.
How are you liking that? It took me I read it, and like I kept having to like not remember. I don't know. It was just weird.
I think it's funny because I'm glad she didn't change Charlie or what's her name?
Renee.
The mom. I'm glad she didn't change them,
Yeah.
But
I think they're the only two that they didn't change, right?
Yeah, everything's changed. And like I thought that she was just going to change Edward and Bella from reading it, but it's everyone. Like
whoever was a boy is a girl, and whoever is a girl is a boy.
Yeah, it's like crazy. And then like the names are just cracking me up. Like Royal.
I know. I'm like, where'd you come up with these names? Come on now.
Yeah. But no, I'm actually liking it. Like the whole what's Alice's name in the book? I forget. It starts with
a while ago, so I don't even remember.
I don't know. So I'm like at the part where the blood typing. That's where I am.
Okay.
I'm actually liking it. It's interesting. Like he's, because like in the book she's so into her she's so in her head, and it's kind of like pathetic. And I know a lot of people had real issues with her being like
Whiny.
all about Edward right away, and he, but in the guy is kind of a little more sarcastic, so I kind of like that.
I like him. Though, if you think about it, not that I'm defending Twilight, but like, if you met some supernatural being, like, wouldn't you kind of be obsessed with it in real life?
Yeah.
I probably would be. Like, how cool would that be to meet someone, or I don't know.
And the fact that we're like meeting, we're reading books about it would tell us we would be. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd be down with it.
But no, I'm actually liking it. Like, it was funny because it's just funny, like with the gender roles reversed, It is. It's going good.
It's fun. It changes some of the book. Like, it's not all exactly the same, just so you know. There are twists.
Yeah. Well, I was laughing because of the spring dance thing. And where all the girls are asking him, because of the other way around, they were asking what Bella had asked her.
Oh, that's right.
I was laughing at that part. He was like, I don't guess. And then, like, him and Charlie talking, like, oh, aren't you going to the dance? And he's, like, just looked at him, like, seriously. It just kind of cracked me up because... So I was laughing about that.
That's funny.
So, yeah. But that's all that I've been binging on. So
20 minutes later.
I told you I've been reading a lot. Like, I have to get into books to like I do. And I'll be doing that in the next 2 weeks too. So yeah. So randomness, Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet was last weekend. It was a lot of fun. A lot of crazy. But I always have fun, and I met a lot of great people. And some of them said they watched the show, so hi, we have another one. We were supposed to record that night, but I totally forgot. I was so tired. I just went upstairs and went to bed. Like Thursday night when I set up. I was so tired. Yeah. But I went to they have a pajama party, which, disclaimer, I didn't like it. It was like, I thought it would, because Stephen B. puts on this pajama party. And he has this reality show, which was actually kind of funny because they showed some clips from it. But he's like a designer. I guess he's friends with Stephen West, but he's like a designer.
I met him at the Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah, he's really nice, and he's pretty fun. But he did this pajama party. So I went to it, and I thought it was going to be like, just knitters getting together and, whatever.
Right.
But we went, and it was fun. They did like a fashion show, and, like he talked about all his designs, which is fine. But, yeah, I'm not really a fashionable person.
And it was just like, it wasn't just hanging out. It was more of fashion
show.
Yeah,
it was like a fashion show talking about, different stuff. And, they gave away prizes and stuff. That was cool. But at the same time, it wasn't like a pajama party like I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, so it was, it was a good experience to go to, and it was fun. And a lot of people must really like it because a lot of people had, were like crazy and screaming and excited. And I was just kind of like, really? But that's me, and that's the type of person I am. I don't clap at the end of movies because they don't actually hear you. I don't like chanting.
I hate chanting.
You know what I mean? Like, so I guess I'm just not that type. I'm not like overly
excitable.
Yeah, but I do get excited about stuff, but I guess I'm just not, I don't show it. So anyway, but for going to that, I got this really cool Dale alpaca yarn.
Fun.
So it's really cool. And I have to explain, I have used the gel True Shine from Jamberry, and I cannot paint my nails, which is why I like Jamberry, because you just put them on and you don't have to paint them. So if you see my nails and they look weird, it's because I actually painted them and they are really bad. So anyways. Oh, I forgot. I just found this. I forgot. While I was at the thing, I was working on a hat. I forgot to talk about this in my works in progress. So I knit this during the pajama party. I grabbed this yarn and started a hat. A lady in my nest, her friend was diagnosed with cancer, and they were asking for hats. So I started this hat.
That's pretty.
And it's using some yarn that I got, and I made baby mittens out of. And it's like self-striping for color. The color was Boardwalk, and I went to get another skein, and they were out of this colorway. So I'm hoping that this will finish a thing. If not, I'll have to go see if I can get another skein. So yeah, but I knit that. I've been working on that. So I was working on that during the pajama party knitting. So yeah, but that was fun. And then when I was there, across the way from me was this artisanal yarn place. And basically what they do, it's really cool. They go like rescue yarn from like the mills. Like I guess mills have to pay a fee if they throw away their yarn ends, their mill ends, which are like big cones of yarn. And they grab it and then they ply it together with different stuff. So I bought these, and they're 3 for $25, and they're each 200 yards.
That's not bad.
This one is 85.15 cashmere silk. For $25, I got 600 yards.
That's not bad at all.
That's really good. Of cashmere and silk. Yeah. So I got two blue sparkle. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, it's sparkly.
Blue sparkle. And then this one's like a light gray with the blue sparkle in it. So I thought I would knit like a shawl of some sort. Like, I don't know. But I bought these three because, you know. And then they have like other yarn for like really cheap. It was pretty cool. So I got those. And then I went to, and got this.
I like that a lot.
This is going to be,
looks like
I have a shawl in my queue. I think it's like Dragon Wing or Dragon something. And I was looking at a green for it, but then I saw this and I was going to get this. This is from Space Cadet. Stephanie, she lives in Pittsburgh, so I see her at everything, like Homespun and this, and the Indie Knit and Spin. And I know her, and I've sewn baskets for her club. She does clubs and stuff. So this is her fingering weight yarn, Superwash Merino, 490 yards. So I think I found there's a shawl pattern in my queue that I was gonna get this one because I really liked it. So that's all I got though this weekend.
That's really pretty. I actually got yarn.
Okay.
Not from any cool show or anything. Well, you already saw part of it, which was the knit picks for the blanket. But in order to make it free shipping.
Oh, of course. You need to spend that one.
Well, okay, this I didn't buy. This Lauren was over, so she's like, I'll help you get to $50. So she got this is their new Hawthorne line, the fingering weight. This one is aquatic speckle. Oh,
so like when I dyed in a cake, that's what it looked like coming out.
Really? And then I got graffiti speckle from the same Hawthorne line.
That's really cool. I mean, there was a little more darker parts, but it looked speckled like that.
But yeah, I'm excited because this is like a newer yarn from Knit Picks. I don't get Knit Picks that often, but
I don't. But now you get the magazine like crazy.
Yeah, I already get the thing, but yeah. So
I cut out pictures from there and make them into buttons.
That's funny, or that's cool.
For like Reducio or prizes.
Yeah. So no, I was excited to get yarn. And I'm knitting up this, it's the Mighty Stitch. It's looking nice. I like it.
Yeah.
It's soft.
What would you say it's comparable to? Anything?
It's like really soft, like slippery soft. It almost reminds me of almost like Karen Simply Soft, that kind of feel, but it's not as acrylic-y feeling. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It does. There is a yarn you can find. Oh, Barocco Comfort, is it? Barocco something. That. And it's like an acrylic wool blend. Was it Barocco?
Yeah, there is an acrylic blend. I've used that before.
I wonder if does it feel like that, or is it softer?
I think it's a little softer than that. It's like really soft. I think I'm gonna like take a break and with a different ball knit a little swatch because I really want to see what it feels like in and out of the washer and dryer.
I'm sure it will be fun.
But yeah, I was also excited. I got my new Jamberry catalog.
Oh yeah, I saw one.
I know. There's a couple wraps in there that I want.
A couple
Just
hundred.
A couple. And then I was looking at the junior ones, and like they have ice cream cones. And Leah, I like showed her those because she's like obsessed with ice creams, and she really likes pandas. And there's a panda one. I'm like, dude, there's like 2 specifically for you. And Chloe's like, what about me? I'm like, they're not really for her, but I'm like, she just like likes these specific things, so like it worked out.
That's funny.
But yeah, so my list is growing again.
Did you see the dinosaur ones? Like I guess because the founders, here's a cute little backstory. The founders, they have, and the CEO, their children, they have boys, and they were like, I'm going to wear the army ones because that's for boys. So they designed some specifically with boys in mind. Like they have dinosaurs, and then there's like
robots or something.
A goal one, like a soccer ball, or not a soccer ball, but like it looks more boyish, so that if you have little boys that want to wear them, they look more boyish, not so girly. Which I thought was kind of cute.
It is cute.
So yeah, but yeah, I sent out as many catalogs as I could think of people who would want them. Because I don't want to send them out to people who don't want them, obviously.
Right.
So, but yeah. So, can we talk a little bit about Lauren, not our sister-in-law, but Lauren Strauss, who's Soprano 1 on the House Cup. She is evil, and so is Madison. See this game right here?
Push it over to the middle a little bit. Yes.
Neko Atasume, I'm guessing is how you say it. It's the kitty collector game. You collect kitties, and you put little toys out for them. Or like eaters. And then when they're there, see, like, these are 2 new kitties. I've never seen them before. So I'm going to take pictures of them. So I get the camera, and you take a picture of them, and it saves them for what they're doing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm totally serious.
I don't have time for that.
But you just do, like, I just took the pictures, and now I'm done. And
that's it? Like, that's all you do is you put toys out and wait for the cats to come?
Yeah.
So
then you can it saves them to the album, and then see here it says gifts await. I can't figure out how to take a screenshot, so I get gifts, get fish, to buy more gifts for them to play with. Yeah. And then eventually you can expand your yard, and that's all you do. You just, Madison's been playing it for a while, and then Lauren was talking about it on Facebook and putting screenshots up, and I'm like, I'm going to do this. So now I'm collecting all the kitties.
I might have to tell the girls. They might like that.
I'm sure they've seen it, because Madison's been playing it for a while now.
Oh. Well, I don't think they have it on their tablets.
Oh, okay. Well, and it's not like a time-consuming game that you have to play, like, like Dragon City, you have to check in every day. This one, you don't have to check in every day, but if you do, the cats like it.
Right.
So I'm going to talk about my fat fiber box. This was the February one. It was Winter Blues. So I'm going to show you what I got. Because I was a contributor, so I sent enough to get a free box back, or like they give you like the money back for shipping or something.
Yeah.
I'm always like, dude, hook me up with the box because I want to see everything. So in my box, I got this hat. It's the crochet one, actually. I think. By Gary Lynn. He does a lot of cute patterns. So this is the blue one. It's like a really cute hat. No, I think it's knit. It's knit. I can't read. So this theme was, she has a sticker on here. What's it called? Winter Blues, I think. So everything was blue themed. So it's really a pretty one. From She Shelley Fiber Art, we got Sea Frost Romney Wool with Mulberry Silk and Firestar.
Pretty.
And then from Handmade Hollows, we got Winter Skies, which is Merino, Alpaca, Pusta Silk, Fake Cashmere, and Angora, Angelina, and Icicles. And then Bellevue Fiber sent in this like roll-eyes, which is pretty. I don't know what the name is. She calls hers ice. It's called Crystal Ice Cave.
It's cute.
And then with Variant Fiber Arts, hers is Country Snow. So it's like white, but if you look at it, there's like a light blue sparkle in it. Can't see it because the picture is bad. But. And then Wild Time Arts February Twilight, which it so looks like the night sky in February. It's crazy. Like this one, I like when they do the color boxes because it's so much fun. This one is the dawn snow. So like think about the dawn coming up over the snow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the sun coming up in the dawn. And then this one was Fiber Quirks. I got a yarn ball or a fiber ball, a wool ball. So I'm guessing you can use it as a dryer ball.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, dryer ball, toys, pin cushion. I think I'm just going to throw it in the dryer.
That's cool.
This one is, I don't know where the card went. This one is Mulberry Silk from Woolly Bully. I can't find her card. So there's that. Then, because it's a contributing box, it's a mixed box, so you get yarn too, which is good because that's why I like to get them. I like to get the fiber samples because then I can play with the fiber. But I like the sock yarn, the yarn, so I can add them to my sock yarn blanket. So this one's Needle Fingers. And this is the fiber. Look at how pretty blue that is. And there's like a teal. Really pretty. It's like a mini gradient, if you look. Here.
It's pretty.
So there's that. Oh, and then here's another fiber. This one is called Winter's End from Broadway Creations, and it's on merino. So that's pretty. So there's her. I'm sure that was way too fast for people. I got this one, but I'm guessing this one is from. I don't know who this one's from because I lost the card. I'm like the worst person to do this. Maybe it's from the Woolly Witch or Use a Genius. I don't know. Those are two empty cards that I have. But yeah, so pretty yarn for my soft yarn blanket. With pointed stick, sent in this pretty yarn. It's called Ice Queen. So it kind of looks like Elsa.
Yeah.
If she was yarn. And then Perdition's Mini Ranch and Fiber Arts sent beads.
Ooh.
They're purple beads. I'm not sure what I would use them for. They're really small. The Woolly Lion sent in Winter's a Comin', is what the name of this Rolag is.
It's cool.
And it is really, actually, ooh, that's really soft. It is merino, cordial, bamboo, and firestone. That's why it's soft. And then Sunrise Fiber Company sent in this one. It's called Unicorn Poop.
I like it.
And then this one, The Dying Art, sent in this one called Blue. Oh no, Blue 42. And then, okay, so this yarn that I didn't know who it was is from here. And it was merino and silk, which I could see because it's super soft. Okay. Then, Designs by Tammy sent in this stitch marker. I love stitch markers, even though I make them and I have a ton of them. I love them.
They're fun.
So this one's like a quatrefoil.
That's pretty.
Blue. Super pretty. And then last one, sorry, this one is Kitty Minecraft. Tussa Silk, Faux Cashmere, and Merino. Super soft. So I'm going to like play with all this fiber. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know.
Mash up a skein of it.
A giant mashup. Or maybe I'll just join it with all the other fat fiber stuff I got. I don't know. But anyway, so Fat Fiber used to be run by a different lady, but the lady who took it over has changed a few things. And I really like the changes. Like, she's updated the website, and it looks really clean and streamlined, I think. And the video is funny. She puts your website up when she's showing your product. She does a lot of social media posts, which is really nice. Because it just gets your name out there, which is basically what the box is about. So if you have a Etsy store that you would like to donate, send me a message and I can hook you up with the Fat Fiber stuff. It's a lot of fun. And so she started this new thing called Fat Collaboration. So where a group of designers get together, or Etsy shops, or shops, not just Etsy shops. We get together and you do a collaboration, and then they sell like a full-size box/kit, if that makes sense.
That's cool.
So I sewed a bunch of medium work-in-progress bags, which are not as big as my regular work-in-progress, obviously. They're more for like one skein projects, because my work-in-progress bags are bigger. You could probably put 2 skeins in. But I sold a bunch. They were like a peacock one, because we kind of went with the blue one, and we called it I think we called it Blue Skies. So I did a peacock because I couldn't find a lot, because we were doing like jeweled tones. I think we did sapphire skies. So I grabbed the jewel tones. So there was like that pretty blue, and then on the inside I found like a blue sky fabric, not like night sky fabric. And then so that's what I did, and I made a bunch of bags, and then like I think there was only 10 kits, and then they sold them, and I think there was fiber in some, and there was yarn. The ones that I made for, they put up mine with the yarn. I have to sign up for the next one. Actually, I need to look into that, because I think she was putting it up as I was going to Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, and I just wasn't thinking of anything but that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like all the, at first when things change, it's weird, so that's why I haven't participated in it in a while. It was just different. But after getting back into it. I'm glad I did because it's a fun box to do. You know, and it gets your name out there.
Yeah.
Plus, it's fun getting the contributor box.
Yeah.
This month was Wizard of Oz, and I was going to make some e-fobs with the Wizard of Oz fabric that I have, but I just didn't have time. The next one is gray. So I'm not sure if I'll have time for that month either. So. I usually only get to do them like every other month or every 2 months because I just don't have time to do them when I have shows.
Right. You're busy.
Yeah.
Those collaboration ones, those sound pretty cool.
Yeah, and to participate, because she was thinking like, you know, the samples are fun, but it would be nice to have like a collaboration where people could buy the full size item.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. And this one, you know, like we get all the money for the product that we put in it, except for shipping, obviously. But you know, so when you buy it, you're actually buying a product from us, but as a kit, if that makes sense.
So do you send them in? And
yeah, I made like 10 bags and I mailed them to her, and then she put them together and packaged them and everything.
That's cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is.
But yeah, but we're just like rambling, aren't we? And I put Abby outside and I can hear her barking. She wants to come in.
All right. Well, hopefully it will not be 3 weeks when we talk to you again. We'll try really hard to get back next week.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.